So, yeah, we're doing art today. And we're probably going to do art for 2 weeks in a row for all streams. Unless things change. This is mostly an intro for YouTube's sake. My ISP has decided to screw around again. Even with my bitrate slashed to 1/6 of the normal rate, there's still some instability. I'm dropping frames left and right now we cannot do gaming, so we will be doing art until this issue gets fixed. The issue could either fix itself over time, but since I don't know what the issue is, I don't know if I can't comment on that, or it may fix when we have a rep come out and examine the problem, but that won't happen until October 8th, so my ISP is being slow as dicks. We have to wait over a week for a rep to get out here, and then when they do get out here, they may be able to fix the issue same day, or maybe they'll go like, huh, yeah, there is an issue. Well, time to go back to the office, they'll give you an update in like a week. I don't know. I'm gonna get to the bottom of it on the 8th, as much as I can, but until then, everybody, we're gonna do art. Because art is one of the few things that doesn't look like shit when you stream at a low bitrate. That's what I used to do. This actually kind of is it's kind of a callback to my old days, living in an old country home in Arkansas with the worst internet, and I just did art streams because that's all I could do. Let me demonstrate to you why this low bitrate is bad. By the way, watch this. Here's the thing: a low bitrate doesn't really affect things that are not moving that much, like this image. But if I were to do this, how much? I assume that's smearing the screen a fair bit, isn't it? That probably looks bad, right? Now, that is why we can't do gaming, right, with this bitrate. See as many grains as in the beach, yes. It's fine for art. It's not a big deal for art. Hey, oh yeah, YouTube, sorry. No, we're gonna, the videos won't be HD for a while because of this issue. It's possible the issue could just disappear on its own. I was running a test yesterday, and it actually did go away after my normal stream cutoff time. I usually stop streaming at like 10 p.m. EST. The issue kind of disappeared around, what was it, 11? So it doesn't. My boyfriend thinks that it is most likely a load. Like there's a load issue. Maybe some idiot's having a giant party and inviting 47 people over. But that would make more sense for 1 day, but for 2, I'm not so sure. I mean, we're having it today as well, so not really sure what is going on. But I do have to say this: my ISP, I'm really feeling mixed about him, guys. See, we have the most expensive personal package. That's what That's what we purchased for our internet. It is a very powerful package, but it is still theoretically personal net. So when I explain my issues to them, when you guys may remember, there was a time where the fiber wire was damaged on the road, and they had to find the damage and fix it. And until then, I was having issues, and I had to stop streaming for a bit. We're not going to stop streaming this time, by the way. We're just going to do art. But during that issue, I explained to them, that previous issue, I explained to my ISP, hey, I'm a career streamer. This is kind of bad, and I got basically the guy that I was talking to. He was nice, but he basically was kind of like, yeah, you probably want to get a business package then. You know, like if you're doing a career thing, you probably want to get a business package because then you get more reliable support and stuff, and faster support. And I agreed. You know, like that was a good point. The problem is I'm not big enough. I don't have enough money. I'm not generating enough income from this yet to buy a business package. To put it in perspective, the package I'm paying for is about $90 right now. The business package is around 190. It's more than double. To be fair, it might be a good idea. I mean, I do want to do it, but with this latest issue, though, I talked to news support, and they basically chided me for not having the business package. They essentially made me feel like a big dumb idiot for trying to do a career without a business package. They basically made me feel like an idiot. I did not like the person I talked to yesterday. Well, actually, I talked to multiple people. One person, like, ended the conversation before I could say anything after a little while. Like, I had to recontact to get somebody else. Because they skipped out. They just, well, sorry, bye. It's like, okay, thanks, bye, what? But anyways, about the art today, what we're doing. This is kind of an older picture of my Shadox, all full and fat and voracious, doing a nice doggo stretch. This is a really lovely picture, but there's a reason I'm coloring this one too. Basically, let's darken the lines a bit. Basically, what we're doing here, this will become a thumbnail. This will be becoming a thumbnail image. Well, it'll become part of the image of a new thumbnail for a new segment for videos. Because you see, I'm actually gonna start doing some furry games, at least when the internet stabilizes again. I'm gonna be doing some furry games, and I have a whole bunch of Fatfur games, and I haven't played them, but I'm having people curate them right now. You guys actually can curate them. I have them in a particular channel. An SSW only channel just in case. I don't know if any of these games are adult or not, but I'm having people check that for me in advance so I know whether or not they're streamable. Oh, Lucy!
Many hugs your way.
Thank you, Lucy. Do you think you might talk about your time with Cheryl today? Yes! Once Cheryl shows up, I know Essler's a bit busy today, but then he will be showing up, so wait on that. But yeah, this is gonna be a new thumbnail for basically doing Fatfur games, which I know that part of YouTube will cringe, but I have a feeling part of my YouTube audience will actually find it amusing. So you know, hey YouTube, you can comment on this if you want, if you're hearing this. I mean, basically Fatfur games, for anybody who isn't aware of the definition, basically a bunch of silly little furry games that involve furry characters getting fat. That's basically... There's actually some really amusing ones that I found. I'm always looking for more, too, so if you have any... Actually, I'm just going to put a public call here. If you have any Fatfur games, any Vore games, or any games involving transformation or transfer, let me know. I'll probably be interested to check them out for a stream later. Gomon music. I love Gomon. Oh, good. I'm glad somebody else recognizes it. Well, I mean, the title's right there, but... Anyways, we're gonna color this. We're gonna color this boyo up, and I'm just not gonna do a background. Not gonna do any shading on this probably, because it looks better in a thumbnail if it's not shaded usually. Because if it's a small image, you know. We're gonna color this up. I like this picture. This is a good picture of mine. Just a good shape. Just cute. Furry games. Because, you know, there's not a lot of furry game coverage. Like, this is another, like, I've learned at this point, like, while playing transfer games, I learned that, hey, there's kind of a niche for this, you know? People want to see me play transfer games. There's not a lot of people that focus transfer games, so I'm going to extend this a little further. I'm going to go, okay, let's do other furry games. And, you know, I'm big into Fat and Vore, so let's do some Fat and Vore games. Because there's plenty of Fat and Vore games that are completely safe for work. There are some that aren't, but, you know. Furry! Even if you're not a furry fan, I hope to make it amusing for anyone watching. It should be amusing. I actually know a guy on YouTube that goes to E621 and plays furry flash games, like adult ones. It's not saying he streams. He like edits the videos heavily to censor them and make them barely acceptable for YouTube, but it's quite amusing. Also, I just realized I have dew claws in this. Huh. I don't often have dew claws in pictures. I mean, I theoretically can have dew claws. I'm a canine. I'm basically a doggo, so, you know, doggos have dew claws. Just interesting to see a dew claw, though. I don't usually have that on my character. Have you have VR headset? Well, you know, Keybeller thinks I do. My Keybeller profile, that's one of the key distribution sites I'm part of. By the way, is the music too loud? Let me know. Keybeller thinks I have VR for some reason. It VR verified me. And I don't know why, because I don't have VR. But thanks for that, Keybeller. So nice of it to give me perks I don't deserve. Yeah, I would love to play these Fatfur games. This is going to be a part of the thumbnail for it, so we'll build this. We'll build the thumbnail today, too. We'll, like, when I finish this picture, we'll also try to build it. You guys can help me with the thumbnail design. It'll be a thumbnail that I use for multiple games, so it's going to be a recurring thumbnail. Pretty important one. You know, like, you may have noticed some of my thumbnails have recurring elements. For instance, now for Mega Mud, I have my Shadox. Actually, let me show you guys that. It's really cool. I don't think anybody's really noticed it. Like, for instance, for Mega Man games, I have Mega Mutt, which is like this. Which is very much thanks to Carcerus. That image was sketched by him and I colored it. I'm very happy with it too. I'm also happy with the logo. I'm also happy with the font I chose for that. By the way, if you're wondering, that's my Maverick form. You know, Mega Man X. That's my Maverick form. I actually should get it drawn again. Carcerus, you have a million other things you should be drawing for me, though, so, you know, whatever. If you ever feel like doing that again, though, I'd be down for it. Just let you know, casually. There's also a free game that replicated the scene for the T-Rex breach. It was VMart. I think I've seen footage of that game. Yeah, VR plus Vore is a very awesome little combination. You don't see it very often, but there are some furries getting into that, literally. Because VR plus Vore is a really good experience for some people. I'd be amused by it. I mean, at some point, I want to give you a VR headset. That's later down the line, though. I need to get a new computer first, for instance. Yeah, I should get... I hope I can get the business package from my ISP as soon as possible. Because I want to prevent... Like, if I had the business package, you can probably assume that I wouldn't be having issues right now. Because the business package... Like, if it is a load issue... If the internet issue is just a load issue, I'll tell you one thing. If I had the business package, I would have the highest priority. Like, if there's a load issue with personal net people, I wouldn't be having it. Because I would they would be getting the load, I would be getting the priority if I was on business. And honestly, let's be honest here, most big streamers are probably on a business package because it's important. It's important to have stable internet, and unfortunately you have to really... The dumb thing is, business packages are also kind of designed for, like, businesses. Multiple employees. It's like a bit excessive for, you know, me. Just me. I guess Aragon. I would help Aragon too, but... You know, still. It's like... It's a bit excessive. But it's kind of necessary. Oculus Quest, hoping it's support games. I imagine there would be. I don't really know what Oculus Quest is, though, admittedly. What am I doing? I'm trying to figure something else. Also, get this karaoke song out of here. Alright, that's better. 10 emails with a business internet. 10 Yes, like, that's why. Google already lets me have multiple emails. I don't need more emails. So I think all this right here is just kind of excess lines. I don't think they actually matter for anything. I'm just gonna ignore them. They were probably just sketch lines that didn't go anywhere. Coloring, by the way, coloring sketches is kind of a prediction game. You have to kind of figure out where you want to color. It's not always clear. I like to pride myself on my coloring abilities, actually. It may seem simple, but when you work with multiple artists' light styles for collaborative kind of coloring projects, which I like to do, you actually have to really know how to adapt and kind of how to color different types of lines. Sketches are the hardest because you have to kind of predict. For instance, where's the fluff break here? You have to make that assumption. You actually have to kind of line it yourself if it's not clear. For instance, right here, there's probably a curve here, even though we don't see one. I actually am quite the artist. Well, kind of. People say I do good art. I like to do collab projects. I can do my own line work. People that watch my art streams have probably noticed I generally do colorations. It doesn't mean I can't do lines. I'm gonna actually demonstrate that here real fast. Doesn't mean I can't do lines. Here's an example of something I've lined. This is a Mega Pony thing I was working on, since that's a concept that exists. And I was actually gonna, if this was actually quite ambitious, this is going to be a fattening sequence. But this is just something I was working on at one point. I've definitely done my own original projects. I did a Rush picture I can't show on stream. Actually, on that note. Hi, Kiyoshi. Fat anything is best. Anything. You know, fat's good. It's soft. It's nice. You don't have to like it fetishly to enjoy it, I feel. He noms you VR. He noms you real life. I like it. Maybe I'll go back to that Mega Pony thing this week. I mean, hell, if I'm going to be doing a bunch of art, maybe I should. Yeah, I wanted to make a fattening sequence where basically Mega Pony's on a recharge station. You know, Dr. Light having a recharge station. And then the recharge station over-recharges him and he gets fat, basically. That was the idea. Kiyoshi, why are you leaving? I don't accept your goodbye unless you explain why you're leaving. I stopped disliking Fatfur art recently. I blame you. Thank you. You're welcome. The thing about Fatfur is I can understand not liking some of it. Like, for instance, there's Fat Slob art. And that's Fatfur art where the Fatfur is, like, greasy with all the pizza he ate or whatever, or he's sweaty or whatever. And I'm not... Like, there's occasionally times I don't mind that. Like, I don't mind, for instance, like, my character, like, going under a chocolate fountain getting all messy while gorging on it. Like, that's fun. But I don't really care for slob, generally. It's not usually my thing. I can't fit back into the server. Kiyoshi! Hey, Kiyoshi, do me a favor, man. Listen. It's been like a couple days. Give it time before you make a decision. Just hang out. Yeah, you know, it's gonna take you a little bit to readjust after being gone a month, but please give it a little bit. Give it at least a week. And just kind of chill out and see how you feel in a little bit, okay? Don't make a quick decision. This is what I've talked to you about before. Don't rush your decisions. Especially when you're not feeling well. Okay. Oh, wait. Ooh, I'm gonna play this soundtrack. Hey, did you know that there's actually a... Listen to this awesome... There's a Mega Man soundtrack for a game that doesn't exist. I have it right here. It's pretty good. It's called, it's ironically... I think it's called, Mega Man 11. Yeah. This is a Mega Man 11 before there was a Mega Man 11. Hi, K9. Not all people who are into Vore like all types of Vore. Yeah, Vore and Fatfur they're two interest categories that have huge list of subcategories. There's a million ways to like Vore. There's also a lot of ways to like fat stuff. That looks pretty good, I think. If you can't tell, by the way, I like Mega Man music. The reason I have the Mega Man category is because I love playing Mega Man fan games, by the way. I played a couple so far that I've, like, chronicled, but I played others in the past. Just before I was doing major streaming, I actually played a ton of Mega Man games. Mega fan games. Gotta play more. Poisaz? Alright, if you need a break, you need a break. The breather's fine too. Yeah, Kiyoshi, I hope you heard me out, because please don't make please do not make hasty decisions. Especially when nobody hates you, dude. You know, that's kind of the key here. Key point. Nobody hates you, Kiyoshi. He left the server? Oh. One moment. I was already looking at serious topics before I began the stream. You know, I really don't have the energy for this, with my stream issues already having kind of messed me up a little bit. Yeah, since I have to send him a friend request. Because I never had him on my friends list. If anybody has Kiyoshi on his friends list, on your friends list, please talk to him. Though, also, he unfriended you. Okay. It's hard to tell if he blocked you. Thank you, Hyper. For everybody who is like, what the hell is going on with Kiyoshi, because you're not aware of the situation, I don't blame you. Let me summarize this really fast for anybody confused. Kiyoshi's been a stream regular for a while, but he messed up really bad. His biggest vice is the fact that he can kind of get into an anxiety attack where he thinks the world is ending, essentially. In one form or another, it's metaphorically speaking. And what happened was that he had a really bad situation where he freaked out, and then he did some really bad shit. I'm not going to get into it because I'm not trying to shame him here. And he got himself temp banned for a month. But he did apologize for it, and I expected him to be able to shape up, and I still think he's capable of shaping it up. I don't think this is something that he can't bounce back from, because when he's not panicking attacking, he's a nice guy. But I guess he's now panic attacking about screwing up, and about how he doesn't fit in after a month. I think he still feels a huge amount of guilt about getting tip banned. But see, here's the thing, guys. If you ever get in trouble with my staff, and you get yourself a warning, or you even get yourself a temp ban, don't take that to mean that you're a terrible person. Take that to mean you made a big mistake and you need to shape up from it. And that if you do shape up from it, then nobody's gonna hold it against you in the future. I don't hold, like, if you improve from your mistakes, I don't hold it against you. Anyways, yeah, Hyper, talk to him, feel free to relay anything I just said to him. And try to advise him to just take a break for a bit and then come back, because I'm sure he'll feel differently in a few days. Because, again, he gets into a state where the world feels like it's ending for him. And then later on, he'll look back and realize that those emotions were very extreme. But he'll never realize how extreme his emotions can get in the moment. He can only realize it after the fact. I feel bad for him, honestly. And Kana, you've been on a, what's the word? I can't think of the adage I'm trying to use. You've been on a thin rope, I don't know. I guess that's the best I can come up with right now. You've been on a thin rope sometimes. But if you just keep improving, you'll be fine, that's all. Thin ice, that's the word! Thank you! That was it. You can tell I'm kind of fried a little bit from all these internet issues. Like, honestly, huge panic attacks. Like, I'm not gonna criticize Kiyoshi over having panic attacks because guess what I've been having over this internet issue? Yeah. Yeah. Like the problem when somebody gets a punishment on my server or whatever, there's two things where this can go wrong. One, the person is like offended and they don't take the lesson. Well, they're not going to be coming back to the server in that case. The other problem is the person that takes it too seriously and thinks of themselves as irredeemable after that fact. That's another problem that I've seen happen. And neither response is correct. They're both extremes. For instance, I did recently tip ban somebody who got so obstinate they were like, well, I'm not coming back to the server anyways. It's like, okay, well, cool. I mean, if your pride is that big that you can't accept the punishment, then cool, see you later. You know what's funny, though? I don't respect the people... I can respect people that don't make mistakes, but I actually have more respect for people that make mistakes and then own up to them. Because it shows more balls, it shows more maturity to make a mistake and then respond back from it in a good way than to not make a mistake in the first place. I mean, it's good to avoid making mistakes when you can, but mistakes are also learning experiences. And so those that actually take mistakes as learning experiences, I have a lot of respect for those people. Mistakes are very inevitable. Look at the giant mistake that my ISP is doing with me right now. The problem is when companies make mistakes, they don't usually learn from them. Yeah, I have no problem when people make mistakes. Where I get irritated, I'm actually very patient when people make mistakes. I get less patient when people repeat the same mistake. That's when I have a problem. Because I know the moment I see people repeat the same mistake over and over again, that somebody's not learning. Somebody is not learning, and that I have a problem with. Hyper, I don't know how you got there either, I'll be perfectly honest. But you're there. Yeah, you're learning about my... I'm a dog, right? I forgive mistakes. But even a dog will stop forgiving if the mistakes repeat. If you whack a dog in the face by accident and it hurts the dog and he yelps and runs away, he'll come back and if you apologize to the dog. Like, the dog will understand that it probably was not intentional or there was a mistake if you apologize and, you know, pet up the dog afterwards. But if you keep hitting the dog's gonna avoid you. You know? Also, who the fuck hits dogs? I know, right? Like, that unfortunately happens. There have been people that have metaphorically whacked me several times. Unfortunately, in my life. My cat- well, cats are cats. They're different. This is also a reason I'm a dog. This is also a reason- I mean, I'm a dog, so naturally, I don't always get along with cats. To be fair, I do have a cat form. Who here actually knows my, I have a step form. Who knows of it? I can show it off in a picture, if you guys would like to see it. Let's see, where is it? I should get it drawn again some point. I really like this. Here you go. It's a really nice picture. Only picture of snap ducks, as I call it. If in those rare times where I as a dog decide I want to be a feline for a bit, this is the form I pick. That's a good picture. I need to get this form drawn again sometime. Because I know people love cats too sometimes. Somehow. I don't know how I should feel about this. The idea of this picture is like, you know, just kind of chilling at home in underwear watching TV as a lazy cat. That's the theme behind this picture. It's not supposed to be lewd if you're worried about that. It's just an underwear picture. Wow, my butt is so big in this picture. It's probably the reason I'm coloring it. I'm gonna flaunt my giant ass in all the thumbnails for the Fatfur games I'm gonna play. It's gonna be great. Well, my butt's especially good in this picture. I really like the stretch, honestly. See, YouTube deserves this. YouTube deserves me flaunting my ass in thumbnails. Because you know how much YouTube has been a jerk to me? Well, I mean, it's a jerk to every content creator, so that's not really a unique situation, but... I want to point out, when I did my Riot Civil Unrest video, Howler for an Hour, that got age restricted for a while because the word Riot was in there. I actually got it revoked, though. I fought it, and they removed it. However, they did not remove the age restriction for Suicide Guy. That silly puzzler. That was just about, like, you need to wake up from your dream, so go kill yourself in your dream. It was really harmless, honestly. Like, you can't get much more harmless with kill your character in a video game. But... Hello, Yarvund! The Toucan appears. Wait, Toucan? What the hell did I say? Toucan appears. How you doing? But, yeah, and then, of course, you know, they're them age-restricting random shit, or just demonetizing me for random shit. Like how my lovely The Lara transfer videos are doing so well, and I can't make a penny off of them because YouTube had a problem with a little bit of music here and there. So yeah, you know what? I have no problem screwing around with YouTube a little bit. Like, not to the point where I get my account banned or anything, but... Yeah, I'm gonna throw my ass into thumbnails on YouTube because why not? I may as well screw around with YouTube since YouTube's screwing around with me. Works for me. This is my method of revenge. I could, Rocky. I could. I could absolutely do that. I could change some letters. But the reason I don't do that, I could change some letters in Suicide Guy to make it like not say the word suicide instead, like yeah, $sign uicide. But the reason I don't do that is because that's dumb. I've seen it work. It's not like it doesn't work. Let's see, who was it? Well, there's multiple there's multiple people that post, videos about Reddit. And they, like, there's a lot of subreddits with cuss words in them, like, kids are fucking stupid. And if somebody posts, like, a Reddit video on kids are fucking stupid, they will title it, kids are F********************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************** or they'll title it "Kids Are Freaky and Stupid," and that works. That doesn't get them. That removes the age restriction, so that works. I'm not saying it doesn't work. It absolutely does, but I think it's stupid, so I don't do it. I'm not gonna criticize anybody who does do that, because that's, I mean, you're getting money for your video by doing that. I understand. You kind of need to do that, and I could do the same to get money, but I'm one of those weird people. I'm a really fucking stubborn dog, right? So I have like fucking principles, and doing that is following the letter of the law, if not the spirit. And if the spirit of the law doesn't matter, then I don't care about the law in the first place. I'm not going to tailor myself to this dumb rule if it is this fucking stupid. Basically, I have very strict. Like, I'm not like super egotistical, but I have very strict principles on certain things. Another example, and this is a promise, by the way. I'm gonna make this public. I have made it public before. I'm gonna say it again. If I get a sponsorship, you know how YouTubers sometimes will have like a minute-long ad for like, you know, honey or Curiosity Stream or Dollar Shave Club or etc. Yeah, I was actually going to bring that up. If I get offered a sponsorship here, let me put this scenario out there, right? Raid Shadow Legends pisses me off. It's a mobile game that's gotten a lot of coverage. Maybe you guys know about it. There's been a lot of YouTubers promoting it because they have been paid by the developers to basically put in a big ad. And the problem I have is not the fact there's an ad for this game, and it's not. I don't have a problem with the fact that I'm not interested in the game or that it's a mobile game. My problem is that every single YouTuber basically says very similar lines because the Raid Shadow Legends people are making them read a script, and they're like, say it in your own words, but they're also forcing certain words down so that every YouTuber that advertises for Raid Shadow Legends goes over the same points, and it's irritating for me because it's like, I know all these different content creators have different styles and different flair and different personalities, and yet they all sound the fucking same when they're advertising this game, and that makes me feel really weird, right? So I'll just put this into perspective. If Raid Shadow Legends ever came by, and I understand why they do it, by the way. I'm not blaming them for doing it, because I found out the numbers. Do you know how much Raid Shadow Legends pays each YouTuber for that 1-minute ad in one video? I may have talked about this before, but I may not have mentioned how much they get paid. I found out. I did research. They get paid a little more than $1,000 to do that 1-minute ad in one video. 1,000 USD. So I understand it. But I understand doing that. I understand reading that fucking script for that much money. But if I were ever approached by Raid Shadow Legends myself and be told, hey, we want to rob your personality and make you sound like a shill for a minute on one of your videos, we'll give you $1,000 if you do. I don't know what I would do at that point. I really don't know. Because that would help in so many fucking ways, but at the same time, I have integrity. Like, I don't know, man. As I get bigger, I have to start asking these questions, like, where's my line for integrity? Because, like, it's such a dynamic situation, because it's like, I could just go, no, I don't want to advertise a game that I don't agree with, and I don't agree with your guys' method of advertising. But at the same time, it's like, but $1,000 and I can actually get a lot of stuff fixed for streaming and improve my experience for every other single thing I do. Better computer, getting that business package, etc. I can improve things for my stream. I can improve things. I can boost my individuality by robbing it for one video, essentially. It's like, that's a really hard situation. Because it's like, is that worth it? Is it worth it to shill for one video if it means that I can burst out my creativity better in other videos? It's so hard to say. I mean, let me put it in perspective. Like, one thing that did happen, this nice mic I have is because I agreed to advertise Niche for Stray Front Studios, their game. I did a live stream at a specific time for them and basically just advertised the fact that they were having a sale. And I was okay with doing that. I had no integrity loss doing that because they didn't make me read a script. And they just wanted me to stream at a certain time. And I liked the game. It was a good game. I think it's a game worth buying. I think that's a game worth purchasing. I had no... So it was a really perfect situation, because I got this really great mic out of it. This mic costs over $150, by the way. But it was a really good deal, and I didn't have to sacrifice their integrity for it, so it was really nice. Charvo, well, I'd be disappointed if you didn't, because it's only a minute. Well, that's the thing too, like, as much as I feel weird watching these YouTubers do these Raid Shadow Legends ads, I'm just gonna use Raid Shadow Legends as the example, because it's the one I feel most uncomfortable with out of the others. Like, I don't mind the others so much. That's the one I feel the most uncomfortable with. Another one that pops up a lot is NordVPN, but which feels boring to see at this point, because I've seen it a million times, but at least Nord doesn't tell you to read from a script. But, like, yeah, there's a lot of commenters in the videos for this. Like, you'll get those commenters that go like, oh, why is he shilling out? But then you'll always get commenters responding to those comments saying like, well, man's gotta eat. Like, everybody seems to understand, like, well, this is kind of shitty that he has to shill, but he's getting some money for it, so. Like, people generally accept it, even if they don't like the ad. So like, yeah, would that be worth it? Like, what would you guys think if I got that? If I got into this, I mean, I am growing as a streamer and a YouTuber, so it might be at some point I might get offered this sort of thing. What do I do? Take it? The problem is if I don't like, for instance, Raid. I don't like their business practices. I think the way that they're advertising is dumb, and I'm not automatically against mobile games, but I think it looks playable, I guess. There's something really... I guess I have no problems with the game itself. Raid just looks like a game. You know, it's a game. But, and I guess if you know, it sounds like some people would enjoy it, but the thing that annoys me with it is just the script that they make people read. The way of advertising bothers me. With a lot of mobile companies, actually. A lot of mobile companies advertise in the bullshittiest of ways. But, would I still take the offer, though? I mean, I think I would you know what I think I'd actually do? If I got offered that, I think I would actually put it publicly out to my audience and have a vote. Just have a big vote and ask people what they think. And then go with what they decide. I think that's what I would do. The only thing I would absolutely turn down, regardless of the money, I know for a fact, would be if some company wanted me to advertise something that I actually disagree with. A good example would be what was it called, Joy-Con or Joy Play, or what was that thing I did a video on? I got offered an affiliateship with this one quiz show mobile company that had all this bullshit rules where they roped you in. They roped its consumers in and basically stole their money, to put it in a really blunt and simple way. And so those guys, Joyride, that was what they were. They basically took people on a joyride, took people's wallets on a joyride. That's what they did. So that company I would never advertise for. Also, the deal they offered wasn't even that good. They were trying to rope me in too. They were trying to steal my money essentially. With the package they were trying to set me up with. They were trying to obligate me to doing multiple things. There's a lot of fine print. It was very, very dodgy. I mean, NordVPN seems to be functional, but if you don't try... Oh, hi again, Kiyoshi. How you doing? Are you back? I'm glad you're back. I sent you a friend request, by the way, because you left the server and I wanted to be able to still talk to you. So, NordVPN, though, I don't know much about it. So, if you have information, I'm curious. But it's really gray territory, isn't it? Like, is shilling out a bad thing if it means that you can express yourself even better afterwards? I mean, shilling, basically, is it okay to sacrifice your personality for one video? For one section of one video, mind. If it means that you can burst out your personality and what you do and what you do for your audience, for instance, giveaways and such, even better after the fact, like, it might be worth it at that point. Yeah, is it a bad thing to shill out and lose individuality for one video if it means you can improve your individuality moving forward better than before? That kind of seems like, you know, it kind of seems like being hurt by taking a shot so you don't get sick later on, you know? It's like, taking a shot, getting hurt, that's bad, but getting sick is much worse. You get the business package, yeah. Is it totally worth it to invest in expand? Well, I mean, I do kind of like expanding. Yeah, the fact it's really, I guess the ultimate decision about this sort of thing is how much am I being offered? Because it's a lot easier to say, wow, $1,000 is a lot of money. That's a pretty easy solution. What if Ray paid 100? I don't know. Then it might not be worth it. I just hate when I log into my Xbox, see some ad telling me to go watch some dudes play Fortnite. I know, right? Why are people still... Why is that, like, the #1 top stream... Actually, you know, Twitch sent me an email recently involving Fortnite. Twitch sent me a stupid email recently. Hold on. It wanted me to get involved in Fortnite, basically. Let me go find it. It's pretty great. Let's see here. Let's see, where was it? Take your community to TwitchCon. Here it is. Take your community to TwitchCon. TwitchCon starts tomorrow, September 27th, and you don't want to miss this opportunity to co-stream the event and experience it live with your community. Co-stream is a great way to put your own twist on the biggest moments happening at TwitchCon, all while connecting your audience in a new way. You can add your own commentary and maybe even get featured as a co-host on /Twitch. Here are a few events you can co-stream. Twitch Rivals, bring your community to 3 days of competition to tour top games. Fortnite, League of Legends, Teamfight Tactics, and Apex Legends. By the way, if this is a top game, I've never fucking heard of this game. What the hell is it? Okay. There are 2 million awarded streamers. And then there's other stuff. Cosplay and... Okay, whatever. It's like, oh my god, no, I don't want to do that. How dare you. Minecraft is also overplayed, but at least Minecraft is... You know, it has mods, you can always have a different experience. I know real-life craft has been gaining a lot of traction for videos lately. It seems to be like a very unfairly difficult version of Minecraft. I might want to check it out at some point, I don't know. I'm kind of weird with Minecraft. I used to love it, but now I'm just kind of bored of it, even if I play mods. I don't really get super excited anymore. It's not a bad game or anything, by no means, but I just don't get excited anymore. I'm already cosplaying as a human, I know, right? But by the way, Twitch asking me to co-stream. So that's what Twitch is basically asking me to do is, hey, you know, you should like broadcast other people's broadcasts. Is essentially what they're asking. Like, you should broadcast what we're doing for TwitchCon and watch it with your audience. Like, okay. I mean, I've done some rougher reacts, as you guys know, like my reaction to Joyride, but also like watching Nintendo Directs and stuff. So I can kind of understand like watching something with an audience, but for a whole stream and not just a little segment, sounds really boring, honestly. I don't mind doing it for little segments of a stream, but... You don't like mods because you can't figure out takers... I'm a dog, right? I'm not good at learning all this Minecraft, like, creative shit. Creative design shit. Not creative mode, but, you know. Tinker's Construct is a big one. And it's like, yeah, here's the thing, when I play Minecraft, I'm big on mining and I'm big on killing, but I'm not big on crafting. I can gather resources, I can murder things, I can explore, I can only, even the basic vanilla recipes, I can only say I've learned most of them recently. To be fair, that mod pack didn't even give you the built-in tutorial book. I don't think that would have helped me, because I can't read that much before I get just bored. Well, the reason there wasn't a book, honestly, that's not the only mod that has Tinker's Construct that's like that. Because a lot of people assume that everyone else knows what... It's one of those terrible situations where everybody assumes I already know a thing, but I don't. So I don't get help information because, well, I should already know it, right? I hate those situations, though, when people assume I know something. I think that annoys me more than anything else when people assume my knowledge base is bigger than it actually is. Because I'm a fucking dog, I don't know that much. What are you talking about? Come on. Dogs can be smart, but it takes a while. It takes a lot of teaching. And they need hands-on teaching. So I think Charm reads the video. Well, that is the most interesting thing to read. We'll experiment bias in the lore and make a cute clone. Wow, okay. I mean, I guess you're not wrong. I would like to see, again though, I would like to see the lore fan art. That'd be pretty good times. Code, what the hell is Code Vein? And also what? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on with their car? I'm confused. You know what's great? When you're busy creating a character, you've been doing it for like 20 minutes, and then you accidentally hit the random button. That's always fun. I've done it before. That's why I brought it up. Or how about when you're not sure where the end of a character creation screen is, and you think to yourself, oh, I'll go back and fix this in a second, let me just add some extra details, and then it turns out you finished the character creation and you can't go back and change things anymore, and you didn't know that until you already hit the finish button, because it wasn't clearly marked as a finish button. That's happened to me too. But that might be more being dumb, I don't know. I have a weird coloring technique, by the way. It always seems like my coloring is very slow, but because of the way I do coloring, the first color takes the longest, the second color takes less time, the third color takes even less time, etc. And that's because I stack colors. I always start with the primary color, which takes the most time, but once the primary is laid down, I can lay down other colors behind it, and thus it takes less time to lay down those colors. I'm weird. This is just how I do it. My method of art is, how many layers can I use? Alright, let's use as many as possible. A lot of artists like to consolidate their layers. I don't. I mean, I'll use folders, so I'm organized. But I like having a million layers, because that way it's like, oh shit, that one thing's broken. Well, that's fine, it's on its own layer, let's fix it. It's like, it doesn't matter if it's on its own layer, it's easy to fix. Hi, Esler. By the way, anybody who's recently joined, our internet issues still persist. So, it was working okay last night really late because it might be a load-based issue. My hunch is that either people on the same network as me, basically people also have the ISP in this area, are just using it really heavily for some reason. All of a sudden. Because keep in mind, this has never really happened before. Any issues have not occurred aside from the fiber optics issue. But that was a maintenance issue. That was something breaking. Different. But outside of that, we've never had frame drops aside from just random Twitch issues. So the fact of the matter is, I just believe it's either a load issue or there is a maintenance issue that are not detecting. The only good news, by the way, I can share about this whole issue is that I bitched enough at the support that I'm not getting charged until the rep comes out. So during the duration of this mess, I don't have to pay for these days for the internet. So these shitty internet days are also free internet days, which kind of balances it out, I guess. I mean, slightly less expensive internet does not account for possible financial loss from having more limited streams, but whatever. Still something. I mean, it's not impossible, considering it is still a personal package, even if it is the most expensive one. I don't think they're conspiring against me, but I don't think they're really helping me either. I mean, the fact that I have to wait till the 8th for a rep, that's just... They're apparently too busy until the 8th, which also is kind of a red flag, don't you think? If they're too busy to help me until the 8th, then what's going on? Is there other issues in town? Could they be possibly affecting me? I don't know. Oh man, I have some really great Mega Man X remixes actually, this just reminds me. Actually, Canada's better than the US. In the US, the reason that a lot of areas do not have fiber optics is because the big ISPs in that area do not want that coming in, because then they would have to upgrade to that themselves for their packages to compete. They don't want to compete. Like, they want to have that competition, but they also want to remain lazy, so they stamp out fiber optics as an option. I am on fiber optics. Not that you can tell lately with how things have been running, but I am on fiber optics. Which, I mean, all the streaming we've done so far has been really good because of the fiber optics. Like, we've seen good things from it. Oh, coloring stuff is fun. Canada is definitely a marketable improvement. It's just that ISPs will generally sometimes suck. That's just kind of a rule of life. I wonder if that bump's too high. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I lower this bump? That looks less interesting when I lower the bump. I don't know. Maybe I should actually lower it more, though. Put it, like, right here. Poisez, where do you live again? If you don't mind the question. I kind of forgot. Pennsylvania. Okay, thanks, Kyoshi. That bump looks better higher up, doesn't it? It looks more fatty if I put it there. Kind of comparing. This looks more even, but I don't know if that's more... That might be less interesting. Especially because there is a stretch going on, so I'll leave it high. There we go. Okay. Almost done with this color. It's not exactly free. Also, I need dental care. That's still not free, for instance. Unfortunately, that's the one thing I need, and it's not free anywhere. Actually, I wonder if there is a country that has free healthcare and it covers dental. My question is, why is dental not part of healthcare? Why is it that the entire human body can be covered by healthcare, but not the teeth? That's never made sense to me. Why did humans decide to separate out the teeth? You could argue it's because they're very complicated, but yeah, so are some other parts of the body that have specialists. Eyes, for instance. It doesn't make sense, but it exists that way. I don't get it. Hello, Cheryl. Cheryl, once you're here stably, I can start talking about things. At least I do have some good news to share. This internet stuff's kind of getting me down, but at least there's something good going on, too. I want to squish the tummy. Oh, thank you, Seth. You can be squished, like, if I could squish people under this tummy very easily. Also, my goodness, I apologize if I'm missing any messages. I really am happy how fast the chat is moving, though. It's a nice pace. I do apologize if I'm missing any messages, though. Oh, enjoy your shower, Hyper. Alright, now do the foot. Good foot. Good foot. Hep C is treatable now? What? Oh, it's not curable, it's just treatable. That's still good. I thought, for some reason, I took that as, oh, it's curable. I don't know why I thought that. Oh, I forgot about this. Here, let me play some other Mega Man thing. Do you guys like the Mega Man music? Should I keep going on that? Here's Mega Man 1 soundtrack. Slightly better, I think, actually. Dental care is provided. I need to go to Germany. Clearly. Got any Kirby music? Ah, that's good. You need bad midis. I do have some bad midis here and there. You want Kirby? I can do Kirby. Sure. I'll take requests. As long as it... Like, general requests, like, if it involves video game music, I can generally get it. I can generally get something going. Let's see, where is it? I have all sorts of Kirby music. Let's play... Oh, I don't know. Oh, sure! Oh, man, thank you. Wow, 39 gift subs, dude. Impressive. Here, I'll play this. Oops. It's not the one I meant to play. But sure, why not? I think I might have a Partners in Time music. I'll play Kirby for a while and then take another more requests. I don't completely remember the song because it's not one of my favorite Kirby songs, but it's a good song. Yeah, I like it when somebody like picks like this classification of music, like Kirby or Mega Man or whatever, and then I can just pick out which ones I like from that classification. That's a fun way of doing it. For instance, this song. Let's see, this was, what was this? It's from Kirby Triple Deluxe. I don't really play that one. But this is called Revenge of the Enemy. I assume it was for the arena. As every Kirby game has an arena of some sort. Oh, it's not for the arena? Oh, what's it for? Oh. It's a good song. Ooh. Thank you, Joey. Saf gets a foot. Enjoy the foot. Also, I just read what you said. You have a rare liver lung defect. The most doctors are DemFed that I have. You want to tell me ahead of time I have Alpha 1. Oh my god, dude, I'm sorry. I hope a Chaddock's paw will cure you. It probably won't, but at least it's soft. Also smells faintly of beef jerky. Probably. I had this running thought, even when I was a Charmeleon, I had this thought that my pads were, my paw pads are leathery. So I just got into this, I got this notion that they have a slight jerky-like smell too. Like just a nice kind of meaty aroma. Nothing lewd, obviously, it's literally just like jerky. So, kind of a nice jerky scent paw pad. It's pleasant. Even when I tell them they assist running expensive blood tests to be proven how stupid. Dude, I have been through this before because I have recurring bladder issues. Or, well, that sounds really weird. I have UTI issues, recurring UTIs. This is normally a woman thing. Technically this body is male, but it does possibly have Klinefelters, which means there might be a third chromosome, which kind of complicates things. So, and it could explain the UTI issue. Anyways, a lot of medical professionals do not believe that I have recurring UTIs because that is like 90% of the time that is a female-only problem. But they have to be proven wrong. They have to be proven that I have UTIs numerous times. I am most likely an XXY, yes. It's not been... I haven't spent the money to prove it, because it takes money to prove it, but... What's that mean? Well, okay, let me explain this. A male has XY chromosomes, and a female has XX chromosomes. That's how genders work, usually. Like, biological gender. But... the body can... The development process can get confused sometimes and give an extra chromosome. So you have XXY, which basically gives you both male and female traits. Don't you have medical records they can look into what the fuck? I do, but they don't care. Much like the same they don't care of SAF, probably. So I do recommend SAF. You can actually ask for printouts of your medical records with a hospital for free. So I would maybe suggest just come armed with like a ton of knowledge from previous tests. Hi, Yam. By the way, I'm kind of curious. Does those of you that have watched previous art streams, how easy is it to tell that I'm running out of lower bit rate right now? I'm kind of curious. Yes, Saf, I did that with my own medical records before moving. I basically asked for physical copies of everything. They have like most hospitals have like a records area you can go and just do that if they're open. It didn't cost me anything because it was kind of my records, so. Doesn't make a difference on mobile. Well, that's kind of good, I guess. Yeah, right, nobody can tell on mobile. Granted, some people watch in a lower bitrate anyway, so it probably looks normal for them. Health Information Management Departments, yeah, pretty much. Pretty okay. Okay. Oh, my collar has quite the lip in this picture. What else I got? That's pretty good. What else? Gotta see what I have here. I'm gonna change. Actually, let me change albums. Oh, here we go. Forgot I had metal versions of some of this stuff. Good old Gaw metal. I may not listen to it a ton, but I actually do like metal. I wonder what the duck's on. Maybe a bunch of pizzas or a big cake. What's funny about this picture is you can't quite tell if it's Vore or just fat, and I love that. It's cleverly nondescript. It could be either. I like metal if it has good melody. Gaw metal has good melody. Gaw metal is an artist, by the way. If you look up Gaw metal, that's G-A metal online, you'll find this guy. He does video game remixes. He's like fucking great. Thought it was Vore. It's almost like the dress will be the color you only thought it was this first. It could be Vore. It probably is Vore, but it also is fat. It could be a mix, you know. Mass CDD, yeah, he just, like I said, it was really solid. You're messing with my head. Obviously adorable? Thank you. Well, I hope you guys look forward to a ton of art until these issues resolve. And I'm glad I'm an artist rather than just I'm glad this is actually, I have to admit, this situation, this trial that we're under with the internet, it does go to prove that it's a good thing that I'm a variety streamer. It does go to prove that it's a good thing that I have multiple talents. Because if I was just a gamer, if I was just a game streamer, I'd be kind of up a creek right now. Because basically no games can be played with this bit, right? Solitaire. I guess you could play Solitaire. I guess that's not true. You could play, like, text adventure games. We could actually... Actually, on that note, we could theoretically... Well, then again, here's the problem with text adventure games. With a low bit rate, it's hard to read text. For instance, can you guys read the text at the top of the screen? Can you read any of the dialogue up there? Like, you know, file, edit, canvas, layer, that stuff up here. Like, can you even read that? I wonder, actually. Text is blurry. See, it wouldn't be blurry if we had our normal bitrate. But yeah, so not without difficulty. Yeah. So this is not even a text adventure game would really work here because all the text would be blurry and I'd kill your guys' eyes doing it. I do like when I played that one Mud. I was reading out most of the dialogue, but not all of it. Because there's so much. Oh. Just noticed, I just noticed some butt floof I missed here. This might be the best ska metal song, this one here. Oh wow, the KFC game. I saw that KFC game. Kind of thing, making some rounds. Hi, miss. Alright, this looks pretty good so far. Gosh, I just hope I feel like doing art over and over again for a week. I can keep up the variety. I have plenty of options. It doesn't have to be just fat stuff all the time. So it should stay interesting for you guys. Finally have a reason to go through this collab folder of like 200 things. Like with some actual focus. I guess it's not a bad thing, really. I really should have just played this off as like, we're having an art month, that art extravaganza. Special event. I could just turn it into that. Make it try to put a positive spin on the events. Aw. Also, hi, Fox. By the way, this song is 9 fucking minutes long, basically. He put a lot of work in this one. Yeah, look up God Metal, because he's just a cool guy. Three phases, yep. What happened to your Discord account? Which one? Who's Fox's? Oh wait, actually that's right. I'm sorry, I completely forgot. Yeah, Fox, what happened? How you doing? Sorry, I mixed up. We have multiple Foxes, don't we? So I mixed up our I mixed up my Foxes again. Sorry, server 300 people. Sometimes I forget who's who. Please do not take offense. Excuse me. That's right, his Twitch never got deleted though, did it? Leave it now that the snack is digesting will be eaten properly in 10 minutes. Okay, Cheryl. I wonder who the snack was. I feel like I could do this part better. There we go. Much better. Charm, no. Hi, Seth. I'm good. My BS with my family apparently leached off my credit card, so it had to be canceled. Oh. Is that why your Discord got deleted? Or actually, what happened? I'm sorry. Can I get a little recollection of what happened with Fox? Because I don't remember. It's been a little bit. Frame drops. Cool. Did we have some? Nice. Did we have did we have frame drops? It doesn't look like it. Did it change? Wow. No, don't. No, guys. Don't blame Twitch. This isn't Twitch's fault. Remember? For once, we're not blaming Twitch. You don't mean legs? Oh, wait, what's going on? Explain. What's going on? Probably Twitch forever. I mean, if you want to. I think I lost. I think I'm unaware of what's going on then. So what are you guys experiencing? Chat stopped showing new mess. Oh, okay, the chat's breaking. Yeah, that's definitely a Twitch issue. But why did Kiyoshi call out frame drops? I mean, you guys have the number. Oh wait, you don't have the number. Here, have the number. Sorry, I'm gonna delete that up. Oh yeah, we are dropping though. That number has changed. Guys, you guys can watch that number with me. That's pathetic. That's really the only word I can think of to describe what I feel with that. That's pathetic. I'm at 1/6 of my bitrate, and my ISP is still unstable enough that I'm dropping frames. You know, you guys can see the bitrate too, right? I put that up. You can watch that bitrate. That bitrate is constantly generating. Whatever that says, oops. Whatever that says is what we have. I've set it to be 500, so if that drops well below 500, then we're gonna have frame drops, basically. So you guys can monitor that with me. I keep forgetting to leave it up on screen, but there it is. Oh, wow, Fox, that's fucking bullshit. Also, randomly, have some Golden Sun God Metal. For the two people that remember this game. Hi, Robert. My flip is hard sometimes. Alright, anyways, Fox, I'm glad you came back, and no worries, dude. Are you back on the Discord channel? I can get a staff. Staff can get you. I don't remember if we locked your account down because of our confusion or not, but we can re-enable things. Okay, good. Yeah, it was so weird. The situation was very confusing. That's why I can't remember too many details. Okay, good. Thank you very much. I'm glad I have staff to do this stuff. Alt account, I see. Yeah, officially we do not accept the use of alts, especially, you know, because van invasion and stuff can happen for that. But in your circumstance, it's fine. Man, the sad thing is you're not the first person I've heard to basically tell something along the lines of, my family, you know, used my credit card or my bank account or my PayPal account, and I got in trouble because they did something with it. Like, the amount of people I've had tell me, like, oh yeah, my mom and dad just, like, used my account for this. Like, wow. Like, that's not cool. I would never accept that. Ever. Like, that's my personal account. Come on. Yeah, you're all. Yeah, it's fine that you're using your alt. No problems. No problems here. Okay, good. Well, I forgot how intense the song gets. What else do I have? What other songs do people like? Oh yeah, speaking of Furby, there's this. There's also that. I wonder if anybody recognizes this soundtrack. I really hope somebody has played this game. Darkwing Duck for the NES. It's really good. No, I didn't mean Beerus. I wanted to know if anybody recognized the music, not the game. Derp. Hi, back. I'm Dad. I'm not. On that note. So when's dinner, Cheryl? Out of curiosity. Hi, Selena. Also, I'm kind of curious what quality options you guys have. What's the highest that Twitch is giving you for this stream? I'm curious. Should be very soon. Okay. Wonder what they're having for dinner. What? Wait, what? I'm confused. You guys are getting offered 720p? What? Why? I'm running this at 1/6 the normal bitrate. How the fuck are you getting 720p? What? What? Is this gonna go up on YouTube and YouTube's gonna think it's a 720p as well? I'm confused. What the hell? Why? I mean, if you guys want me to up it? We dropped frames a little bit ago. Actually, well, here's the thing. Are we still dropping frames? You guys need to... If that number... Okay, here's what's going on. That drop frame number. If it doesn't go up for, like, a half hour, I'll try increasing the bitrate. It's probably upscaled. Yeah, it probably is. That number just went up now, right? I thought so. Yeah, we're still having frame drops. Even at 500 fucking kilobytes. I hate my internet right now. 500 kilobytes per second. Still dropping. That is just... Oh, but it seems fine on our end. Well, you should be getting... You know, you should be getting a minimum of 15 upload. Yeah, I'm not getting fucking 15 upload if I'm dropping frames of 500 kilobytes. I can't tell you the exact math, but put it simply, Yeah. Let's see, what else do I have? I'm gonna shuffle. I feel like I need a break from metal for a little bit. That'll do. I could play Pokemon music again. We have new Actually, there is new Pokemon music I haven't shared. I have to be careful with some of the titles, though. Well, we are listening to some Pokemon music, that's why I bring it up. This is more specifically, this is for the Fishermore. Which, of course, is a remix from Explorers. Go ahead and share it. Okay, Car. Actually, Car, would you like to share opinions on some of the new stuff that we haven't curated? Or should I just stick to the stuff we've curated? The stuff we haven't curated is not spoiler heavy or anything. So we could just discuss it now if you wanna. Okay, gotcha. I'll just play the new stuff then. Hold on. I'm actually okay with showing all these titles. I just will not explain some of the titles. I'll leave it a mystery. And actually, you know, that place exists in every PMD game. I'm sure it's fine to share that with. Again, it's okay to spoil titles as long as I don't spoil descriptions for some of this stuff. So let me load up the stuff that... There's only certain things I'm worried about sharing the titles of, so I'm hand-picking right now. That should be good. There we go. This is Ardent Ridge. Also, good night to you, Car. Well, I mean, I don't think he's going to sleep right now. I think he's just saying he's tired. This is for Ardent Ridge. This will be a dungeon for... It's going to be like a big ridge. It's going to be a ridge of mountains, basically. I know that's not exactly an exciting description. It's actually going to be... It's actually, to be more precise, there's a ridge on the Plains continent that kind of separates one part of it from the other. So, though there is a way to go around it, it would take a long time, so sometimes the better way to do it is just cross over the ridge. It's a bit of a hike, though. It's basically a natural land wall. I like it. It's got a good food. This is yeah, as usual, most of the Pokémon soundtrack comes from other sources. This is from Air Tonalico, which is a RPG, small RPG series that seems to be a bit specialized as far as its audience, but quite good in its music. Also, what's Neon Night, by the way, Kiyoshi? Also, Selena, you can catch up anytime, of course. You might have extra time to catch up if we can't do Poker Roll this coming Wednesday because of my internet. Actually, you know what I should do? I just realized. Oh, ODST, I see. Okay. Just realized something. One moment. Alright, I copied something. One moment, please. New link source. There we go. I wanted this thing. I need to put a shout behind this or something. I realize this is probably be useful for anybody coming in wondering what's up. Especially if I could sit through this. Come on. Not good enough. Don't worry, I'll put a back thing to it. I'll also probably slow this one down. Let's see. Speed. 5. That's better. And I'll put an outline around it. Oh, that's not like that. Also, this is the Boreal Woodland. This is a dark forest that has a basically a Aurora Borealis over it every night. That looks pretty good, I think. How's that look? Is that good? I'm just gonna leave that up there, probably. So maybe it looks fine. Alright. This looks back. Also, you have consumed. How nice. By the way, the Boreal Woodland is going to be on the Mist Continent. Because you see, our game will span other continents. It may take a while, though, for that to happen. But we do have missions in the other continents, and we have plans for the other continents. Or rather, I had plans and Car just kind of went along with them. Oh, we're actually... I just realized something. It's on Shuffle. Here's another location on the Mist Continent. The Frigid Aqueduct. I mean, we'll get there if we get... Car, we're gonna get there. I have every confidence we're gonna get there. In time. Pokegirl will be a mega series. Which is the best form of series. So, actually, those of you that have played Gates to Infinity, is there anything that stands out about it to you as far as the environmental design of the Gerbil continent? Because I had this thought that for the Mist Continent, we're gonna base things off of Noe Town. Noe Town is the PSMD town on that continent, and it's a very stony place. And we're gonna have a bit of a medieval flair to the continent in general, unless it conflicts with something from Gates, but I don't think it will. I haven't played Gates. That's the one I'm unfamiliar with. You see. Well, we need to take off for a moment. Charm, would you mind if I send you a Discord PM? You can send me a Discord PM. Thanks for letting me know. I don't normally notice them. I'll take a look in a bit. I don't normally notice them until after the stream, but I'll take a look with you in a little bit. Sure. Aside from the whole Paradise, not much. Yeah, Post Town and the Paradise Place. Those are the two major locales, right? And of course, there's a lot of iciness to the final dungeons and such, I know, as well. Which fits in perfectly fine. Mist Continent's a cold continent. Gates didn't really have a unifying design. Okay, so in other words, it wouldn't be hard. There would be no harm in giving it a unifying design in Pokérole then. Good. I thought that wouldn't be a problem, but I wanted to make sure. What do you guys think of a slightly medieval kind of flair for the Mist Continent? Celtic styles, also Celtic music here and there, and well, listen to this song, for instance, Frigid Aqueduct. Oh, we have plans. We have plans. I won't spoil everything, obviously. But we have a taste of that already. You guys might remember a particular, a vast well, no, that's fire. What the hell am I talking about? You might remember a certain sword that spoke in, ye olde tongue already. So we have a bit of flair of this already on the Plains continent. But there's reason, there's story, there's backstory to go over. It'll be fun. What I kind of discussed with Car is that basically going to other continents would be kind of like seasons of our game, where the environment kind of changes with the environment and the light and the general society and lifestyle of that society changes from continent to continent, which makes sense. See, we're probably not going to be doing what you see in like PSMD, where you just can go in a single day. You can go to any continent and just go back to the water continent anytime, the main continent. Instead, obviously, we're treating time a little more realistically in our game. Also, here's Sprayfoam Heights, another Mist Continent location. It is a mountain absolutely teeming with many waterfalls and rivers. You'll have to go under waterfalls, climbing it and such. You'll probably get wet in the process. It's a lot of water. Water plus mountain. Pretty simple concept, but nice. Also, since it is a mist continent, that water's gonna be probably kind of cold. By the way, we have a lot of new music coming because I found a wonderful royalty-free artist, Paratune. You can see the title there. Paratune is a royalty-free artist who produces great music, and it seems like they're not really that well known. But they make so much good stuff, so we've added a lot of this to the soundtrack. It's kind of an amazing treasure trove of resources. It all really fits P&D too, so it's really good. I mean, Mist, you could have a character of yours appear there if you want to, if you get involved. We're starting to involve other people's characters for certain things. I mean, obviously you'd have to be a Pokemon. No Ninetales yet. I think there was some discussion I had with Cursors about Ninetales. A continent-sized mist, all fat and such. Sounds good to me. Mist, my favorite picture that has you in it is the one where we got fattened by Ruben. Me and you, me as a Charmeleon and you as your dragon self. That's my favorite picture of you. Oh, I forgot the name of that experiment. French fry, thank you.